Hello, how are you? This is Els coming from Bemis Crafty Corner, and today we're going to do these fussy little tags. I just wanted to do some tags, so we're going to be doing some fussy little tags today, these little fussy tags. And this is lace, and the other one over here is actually cut from burlap, and they're backed, so kind of nice. And I just used some little wooden buttons on here. So we're going to go ahead and get started on these. I'm going to get out some supplies and I will be right back. All right, so I'm going to be using Big Red today. Because I'm going to be using this tag die. It just cuts easier to use a die than it does to try and do this any other way. So I have a nice size tag die here, and it measures 4 by 2.5, 2 3/4. So it's a nice little die. Okay, so we're going to be using that, and we're going to be using some wood buttons. These aren't actually buttons, these are actually wood beads, so we're going to be using those. We're going to be using some burlap, and I like this kind that comes on the roll that's backed. Some lace, some scrap file folder, and we're going to be using some organza ribbon and a pair of scissors to do some trimming. Also, I'm going to be using some heavier glue for this. I'm going to be using my 3-in-1. Okay, so let me kind of move a few things around, and I'll be right back, and we'll go ahead and get started cutting our pieces and getting things prepped up, because we're actually going to do this backwards to the way we normally would. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to use the test cut just to make sure that I cut the paper, to a size that's going to fit the die. I don't want it too overly large, but I don't want it so small that it doesn't fit. Okay. There, and like that. Okay. So then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gluing the lace down. So we're going to use more lace, more product than we're going to be actually using, but, and I'm going to put the cream colored on the cream, and I'll put the burlap on the white. So, I'm going to just put some glue onto the card. And then I'm going to let this sit for a little bit and dry. I want to make sure it's completely dry before I move on. All right, so I have my burlap strip on, and I'm going to cut off the excess. And then I'm going to let that sit and dry. And over here, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my adhesive down. For the lace, I'm going to kind of spread this a little bit, as much as possible. And then I'm going to add my lace. And then I'll trim that out and let that dry as well. Once this is dry, I will be back and we will move on to the next part of this, okay? I'll be right back. All right, so these are dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down on the area of the die that I'm going to be using. There's 3 dies on here. So I want to make sure that I get it on the spot that I want it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that through Big Red. And then I'm going to do the lace one as well. Again, I'm just making sure that I get it over the piece that I want to cut. That one and that one. All right, I'm gonna get Big Red out of here and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna use hot glue. You can use any kind of glue that you want, but I'm gonna use hot glue just because it's fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some ribbon. And, you know, I'm going to get a decent amount. It doesn't have to be yards, but a decent amount. I'd say probably about 8-9 inches, okay? And you don't have to use butterflies. You can use anything you want. This just happens to be the button that I have right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and fold it in half, and I'm going to just tie a knot on the end here. And this is the folded end, okay? So there's my two pieces, and that's my folded end, okay? And I just have a little knot there. And then I'm going to take that, I'm going to thread it through the hole on these. Like I said, these aren't exactly buttons. They only have one hole. They're jewelry beads, basically. But, you know, it's what I had. And we have to use what we have, you know? So when I decided I wanted to do this, because, you know, I was looking for something different, and this thought came to mind, and I went, let me try it. Since this is what I had, this is what I used. Let me get an angle here. So I'm just going to fish that through. Fold it. And fold it. And then push it through there. Carpal tunnel. It's a wonderful thing. Alright, if at first you don't succeed, cheat. I'm going to get out one of my dental flossers here. Because I can. And I'm going to feed my ribbon through my dental flosser. And then I'm going to put that through there. Now, it is snug, but you want it to be snug, okay? There we go. And I'm going to do the other one as well. So I'm just going to fold the ribbon in half and tie a knot on the folded end. I'm going to leave a little loop there. I ain't even messing with you. You're getting the dental floss treatment right off the bat. Now I can't pick it up. Okay, here we go. Oh, sure, you go real easy. And then I'm going to pull each one of these individually to make sure that I have this pulled all the way through. Alright, so that is the prep up for that. And the next thing is just putting a little bit of glue, a little bit of our hot glue, just around the circle here. And then putting our butterfly piece that we just made through the hole. Okay, and then I'm going to cut these, and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right back here. And like I said, you could use regular glue if you want to. That's entirely up to you. I just want these to stand up, so. All right, that's one. Okay, now go in the trash. All right, so through the hole, hot glue, pull, and then a little bit of hot glue on the back, bring them up. Give it a trim. There you go. Now the only thing left to do is to put a little ink on here. I'm going to put a little more glue, I think, underneath this guy right here. Just, it might be okay. It's okay. All right. So now the only thing left to do is to, you know, ink this up a little. Now I can write on the back of this, and I have a nice little card. I can add anything that I want to the front of this. How cute would that look with some flowers on it or something, you know? So there we have it. Just some cute little tags, you know? I like tags. I really do. And I love putting them into things. So I like to find different ways of doing them. And I like this one. This actually combines two tags that I've made. One which was like a cloth tag, and then the other one which was a button tag. I think I have some of those here. Paint chip tag. See, we did a paint chip tag, and it's very similar, but this I decided to add the lace to. So I combined the two tags together, and this is what I came up with, and I kind of like it. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. Let's see, what else? Oh, check out the community tab that's here on the YouTube channel. That'll tell you everything that I got going on in my digital world. And if you would like, go over to my Facebook group. There's a listing over there as well. And we do all kinds of things within the group over there. We do swaps and trades and contests and things, but it's all through that group. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, certainly come over and join us. It is a fantastic group full of very supportive women. Well, not just women, but very supportive crafters. And we would love to have you. So until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.